Okay, today we're gonna install some 3/16 sap lines in the woods out back here behind the sugar house. I've got my helpers, Jack, who is a happy, and Mackenzie. Alright, so what we're gonna do is go out and mark all these trees out through here. There's roughly 40 or 50 of them, and then we're gonna install some sap lines after that. Alright, so it's kind of hard to see, but we went out through here and we've marked a bunch of trees. We've got a lot of little ones we're not messing with, but this is the woods right behind my house and I don't want to kill my young maple trees. We've got a few things of brush to cut out, but we're gonna try to get a plan here and get some tubing around to this stuff. This one we're just going to use to hold the sap line up because it's too small to tap. Alright, this is our unwinder that I made. Just a piece of PVC pipe with a dowel rod in it going through, and what I did is, if you can see in there, it's a pretzel jug. That way I can unscrew it right here. This part comes off, put a new roll of tubing on, and I put it through the Ranger. That side it goes straight in, and this side over here I can lift it up out, and this will slide out of there to slide a new roll of tubing on. So that's how I made that. And what we're gonna do is that little girl right there and that little boy, we're gonna start running tubing out through the woods to all those ribbons and then tie it in, and we're gonna see if we can use 3/16 as a main line or not. If not, we'll replace it with 3/4. Okay, so I don't know if you can see out through there, but I've got my main line ran hooked to about 15 trees. I think it's all the taps are in it. And then I got the line running over here. What I'm going to do is secure it to the side of my sugar house to that hook. And what I've done is I got this rope that's braided. I'm going to slide it onto this and make like a Chinese finger trap out of it. It'll be hard to do. Can't hold this phone. So I just pull it out of the side. So I've got it pulled out of the side. Now I'm going to pull that tube tight and then tie that off. Okay, got that on there, tied it, melted the ends so they don't fray out, and it's hooked to my main line. And that's how I'm securing that to the side of the sugar house. And like I said, it runs back up to the woods. Now I'm going to run one more to the sugar house and then 3 or 4 lateral lines, I believe. Okay, I'm at the end of one of my runs. Comes up the hill from the sugar house there. Like I said, it comes right in my backyard. As you see the kids' trampoline. What I'm doing now is doing the end here, and I'm going to show you how I do that. I got a helper back finally. Everybody got cold and needed lunch. So Mackenzie, here. So I bought one tool because I'm not a big producer and I don't need a lot of them around, and I found it works pretty good. So at the end of that, get them straight on there, and then as you go in, you might have to move it a little bit, but it makes a really good connection. So what I'm doing from here is I'm going to run a little piece up here and make like a little manifold. Piece off of one of my drops. Another thing I found out is if you don't cut them good, this tool doesn't work great. So we'll put this in here, squeeze it on this. Bit as you go on, you'll end up with that. So then one of these on upside down. You gotta turn this thing around every now and then, but it's not too bad. I also found out, since I didn't have any help for a while, that if you run it backwards, so you have from the end of your line down, so there's no tension, you could actually do this yourself with this tool, and it works pretty good. So from there, I got my drops here. So probably at some point I'll invest in a double one of these, but for now, it doesn't work too bad. Keep your string out of there. I think I'm getting hungry. I didn't get lunch yet. I've been at this since noon. It's about 3:30, Mackenzie?
It's like...
I think I've got
54.
about 50 taps in so far with 2 runs. And I haven't tied into any of the lines yet. I've just got about 20 on each one. I know it's probably too many, but according to what everybody says, we're going to try it out. It varies from whoever you listen to. So alright, so that's that. Now I did mess this up. What you need is a vent in here, so I'm going to put another, because it won't drain. Found that out the hard way. So what I'm going to do is put another T fitting in this, so I can get some vent in this. This up. At some point I'll probably cut these out and put a small vacuum pump on this, but for now this is what I found works really good for me. So I only have about 150 taps, so, and that's more than enough taps for me for what I do. Alright, so that's that. Now we'll bring this around. This tight. I got it a little loose, but that will be alright. The next tree's really close. Put a screw in this. Oh, it was. Alright, so I'm going to put a screw in here, and that's the end of my run. Okay, turn it off.